We're asking pigs to do what now? Bioprinting, Human-Pig Chimeras, Life 2.0. Imagine walking into the future, not flying cars or robot butlers, but something way weirder. It's a bold new world where doctors don't just fix organs, they print them. Need a new bladder? No problem. Just feed some of your DNA into the 3D printer, the latest BioBladder trademark 2001, and, wait for it, voila, your own custom spare part, fresh from the lab. Now available with custom grill marks, because nothing says personalized medicine like organ printing that doubles as barbecue prep. This isn't just sci-fi, and it's not just the future. Over 20 years ago, a kid named Luke Masella made medical history at age 10, receiving a bladder grown from his own DNA, and he's still going strong. In one Stanford article, Dr. Mark Schuyler Scott called bioprinting a science fiction dream that he's pursued for 5 years. He asks, what if we could 3D print new hearts and other organs on demand using cells from a patient's own body? How do we take a few cells in a petri dish and turn them into a kilogram of tissue that you can watch with your own eyes beating? With 500,000 people diagnosed yearly with heart failure, the goal is a bioprinted heart made of your own cells on demand with no need for immunosuppressants. Right now, the big problem is that pig xenotransplants require high doses of immune blockers and often get rejected within months. But Schuyler Scott, his lab focuses on scaling up 3D bioprinting technologies for applications in cardiac tissue engineering, says, you've got a failing organ? Here's a new one. It turns out bladders are the simple hacks of organ printing. They're easy to print and easy to implant, like tiny building blocks of bioengineering, assemble, rinse, repeat. Still, it's not quite as simple as it sounds. Kidneys, livers, hearts are like living machines of the future. These organs have millions of moving parts, microscopic vessels, and tricky chemistry. Even against those odds, bioprinters keep humming away. In Berlin, Cellbricks Therapeutics is printing tiny discs of living liver tissue that can process drugs, make proteins, and even form vascular networks. But it is very close to a working human liver. Other advanced printing techniques like Grace are letting us draw capillaries finer than a human hair. It's the kind of micro-wiring that you'd expect in a luxury car, not a Petri dish. Of course, if the printers get stuck, there's always another backup plan. Pigs, seriously, because nothing says medical technology like consulting your nearest farm. Yes, things are starting to get weird in the barnyard. In China, researchers have created pig embryos that grow kidneys made up of around 60% human cells. The trick? They switched off 2 key pig genes, SAX1 and SAL1, leaving what's called a renal vacancy for human stem cells to fill in. That's how scientists create what they call a chimera. No, it's not a fire-breathing monster, but an animal made from 2 species cells, because honestly, combining species sounds either like a bad joke or a setup for a new reality show, when biology goes rogue. Here, a pig is basically hosting human tissue inside its developing organs. The goal is to grow transplantable human organs without accidentally creating a pig that starts quoting Stranger Things sound bites, posting TikTok dances, or asking for creative royalties. So, to avoid an existential crisis, scientists made sure to not use human brain cells or reproductive tissue, meaning next door, the neighbor's bacon is safe, for now. Meanwhile, in Massachusetts, surgeons are transplanting gene-edited pig kidneys into living humans. But these pigs aren't your average barnyard buddies. They've been CRISPRed and customized with immune system edits and human-friendly genes. The result? Those kidneys are working out. At least for now, it's considered a medical miracle that meets barnyard engineering, or pigs are now 50% more useful than your last coworker. Laugh or shudder, the reality is that your next organ transplant could be part printed, part pig grown, or both. Imagine the dinner time conversations. My new liver, a hybrid model, came with a free oink and a firmware update. Just don't ask about the subscription fees. Even so, wherever there's body hacking, there's soul searching. What if a chimeric animal developed too many human neurons while growing our organs? Do they start to think like us, to feel like us? And if that pig suddenly binge watches Black Mirror and starts questioning reality, do we hide or pass the remote? What about when bioprinting becomes faster and cheaper? Who gets the first pick? The black market organ printers? Designer Frankenpigs? It has ethicists nail-biting. If we rewrite life, who draws the boundary? Meanwhile, labs are freezing organs, prepping for overnight shipping, and letting AI decide how cells behave. Longer lives, fewer waiting lists, Life 2.0, human organs on demand, and the pigs aren't complaining. Your tissues are as editable as your smartphone settings. The strange new world of medicine, printed bladders, pig-grown kidneys, and AI-monitored tissue. In another case, Tim Andrews, a 67-year-old retired engineer from New Hampshire, holds the record as the longest-living recipient of a genetically edited pig kidney transplant. He was living with the organ for 271 days. While his kidney didn't quite hit the one-year mark, Tim's still alive, and his case proves xenotransplantation is no longer just science fiction. It's real, and it's a hopeful glimpse at the future of organ replacement. It's our next leap in biology, and it's complete with ethical dilemmas philosophers never dreamed of. And, let's be honest, also probably some very confused pigs. So, the next time you think a pig looks contemplative, wave hello, you never know. They might be working on your second chance at Life 2.0, or planning a very polite uprising. Before we wrap, credit where it's due. Major hats off to Massachusetts General Hospital and their amazing team helping people live longer, one genetically edited pig kidney at a time. Stay curious, stay tuned. Like and subscribe to Spin Real News.